Good day, everyone. I feel like I haven't done that in a minute here on the videos. I've been giving you like the straight to interview thing, but I thought I'd hop on here and say hello before I show you some of me, Jack, and Miranda. First of all, we're looking for a name for this trio, for a name of this prediction show. If you're on the Instagram right now, whatever today is, Tuesday, Wednesday, go vote for that or just drop it in the comments actually below. That makes more sense. You're watching this video, put in the comments what you think the name of this trio should be, because we probably haven't decided by the time you've watched this, unless it's 2027 and we're all dead. We did the prediction show, and I wanted to get you this little taste of it. It's a fun little chunk here with me, Jack, and Miranda talking about maybe the possible rule changes and who's coming and not going, and then the full podcast with all of who we picked. But first, let's learn how to say Miranda. Miranda.
Miranda. That's when I know I'm in trouble, honestly. Now, it was a positive thing before, and now when he says Miranda, I like cringe. Now I know I'm in trouble.
We're going to have a whole separate show on this. Let's get back to focus, Jack.
I think that was a good meet your host right there.
Okay, no, I think so too. You're right.
Yeah.
I'm struggling with the men's picks on this.
Did you see what I just texted you? I'm just going to let the audience know. For my top 5 women, I put my top 5, and then I put asterisk unless Jack convinces me a couple of the Mexican women are better than the bottom 2 that I picked. Like, I'm good with my top 3. The bottom, the 4 and 5, Jack's going to say something that's going to make me go, okay, I got that person.
Wait until you hear who's coming. Just
okay.
Wait. I'm just kidding.
All right. So do we want to talk? So should we briefly, Jack, go over course design? Oh, and the possible change in rules.
So I didn't hear Chris's interview. You're gonna have to handle that, but yeah, it's gonna be a doozy. What were the main takeaways with penalties or not penalties?
So a video was put out by Spartan Mexico, since deleted on Facebook, but is still on YouTube. Miranda, if you want to get your husband to you
gotta say not for the
Miranda.
Miranda.
That's fine.
Close enough. Yeah.
Sounds good.
Anyway, go ahead.
Like Sex in the City, Miranda. They come on this video and they say, oh, in Spanish, monkey twister monkey is going to be double penalty, 60, right? Something else was going to be double penalty. And the swim you could skip, and it would be 90 penalties, 90 burpees. Sorry, I said penalties instead of burpees. You know what I mean?
Is this in Spanish?
Correct.
Oh, I'll have Mike send me the link. I'll have Michael listen.
The video doesn't exist anymore.
No, it does on YouTube.
Oh, it does now. Okay.
I thought it got deleted. Translate it.
They took it off Facebook, but somebody pointed out it's still on YouTube because why would Spartan social media know what they're doing in any country?
60 burpees, tenemos un obstáculo que estamos prácticamente estrenando, que es el Twister Monkey Twister. Es el mismo caso, vamos a realizar 60 burpees en ese obstáculo, ahí va a estar perfectamente indicado con voluntarios y obviamente con la señalización. En caso de fallar el Twister Monkey Twister, son 60 burpees.
And then Spartan America goes, what the fuck are you doing? We didn't say that. Don't do that. And so I immediately reached out to Steve, who told me it will most likely change, in air quotes, and will probably be the normal rules, air quotes. So, as I said to Chris, you'll note the start line. You know what I mean? Like, they'll either do an email the night before or literally at the start line, they'll be like, here's the rules, because that's how Spartan rolls. Yeah. It's not like we'll know any sooner than that. So it looks like normal rules, but for some reason, like, obviously, now my understanding, somebody was like, oh, they did this in Tahoe. Didn't they not do this in Tahoe? You couldn't skip the swim. It was mandatory.
For the elite field, I thought that was required a few years ago. I know that they've definitely done like 90 burpee, but I thought you had to like physically get in the water for part of it. And if you couldn't complete it, then you had to do it.
Yeah, I don't think we've ever done it not that way. That's what
honestly, like 90 burpees sucks, but not swimming. That's now you've got waterlogged shoes the rest of your race. Like you're using different parts of your body. Like you don't use your arms like you would in swimming when you're running. So I don't know. You got to swim. Too bad. You have a flotation device. Get through it. Should
monkey twister monkey or whatever, twister monkey twister, should it be 2 obstacles? Didn't we do that once where you could fail early and it's 2 sets of burpees, fail later it's 1 set? Didn't we do that once? Jack?
They had it in the parking lot of Tahoe, maybe like 2018. That was when it was like 5 lengths. It was like monkey twister, monkey. It was like double of each and then monkey bars in the middle. I don't remember the penalty on that one. That sounds about right though, because I remember people desperately not wanting to fail it, and you probably wouldn't do that if it was just 30. So there might be some truth to that, but it's been a while.
But all that's scratched, and again, we're hearing normal. And we can't tell how long the swim is because it's just like a weird Google Map thing. So that's what I'm really curious about. A real swim and not a real swim.
Swim, it's tricky because like West Virginia, you look at that map and like it was a 6 to 7 minute swim for the top athletes there. Tahoe, you've got this big pool, but then they might just adjust where the buoy is, and you're like, okay, it's a minute and a half or 2 minutes now. So you might have a big body of water, but how long you're out there totally depends on if they're making you swim out, you do a triangle, or you just do it out and back. Like it's going to be tough to call. But I think that is one of the positions that you will certainly see people make moves on.
Right. And Jacksonville, it was just like high knees for a couple minutes. Our favorite activity.
That's how we met, basically. So,
right. So it's like, what's a
Doing
swim?
high knees?
Well, another story for another time.
You don't know the story.
Okay.
Yeah.
You'll get to know. We'll let you on the inside.
Stomping on grapes or something?
That, strangely enough, one of the 12 people who's ever podiumed in the U.S. and Mexico was responsible for the high knees. So,
Cassidy Watton?
Alex Nicholas.
Oh, Alex. Oh, okay.
Yeah. But
okay.
Anyway.
So anyway, were you just trying to zoom in on the map? Is that what you were doing, by the way?
Me?
Yes.
I was checking the surf.
Oh, I've got a distracted person. Yeah. Brandon's like 1 through 5. Here you go. I gotta
go. So anyhow, you think that could be a by the way, my understanding, and again, it's Spartan, all could change. They'll be doing sporadic Instagram coverage. That's what we're going to get. And then a post-race video by the quote-unquote Spanish media team. But during the race, watch Spartan Instagram for lives and or stories.
Yeah. So the reason I think it's going to be a difference maker, especially if it's more than 2 or 3 minutes, just think of every obstacle. You get over a wall, you might do it 2 seconds faster than someone else. I've looked at a lot of the splits in Tahoe in the past in West Virginia, and you're seeing 30 to 45 seconds in a 2-minute swim for top athletes first, mid-pack, and then even more for some of the slower swimmers at Tahoe. And that's a quicker swim. In West Virginia, you're seeing athletes like Alex Walker, and who has a swimming background, and Ryan Ackett. They were all in that 6 to 7 minute range. You were seeing some athletes do it in like 10, 11 minute. Like, where else on a normal course are you going to be able to put 3 to 5 minutes on athletes? Not too many places. So if it is in fact a long swim, it's going to be a difference maker.
Well, and where is it? Is it early? Is it late?
I don't have it memorized. I saw the course map before, but I don't have it pulled
Jack.
Up. What? Don't blame me. You were the one who brought up the map.
I know. You're the guy who knows all things. I'm going to pull it up while we're talking.
And it's only like 1,700
I mean, I'm colorblind.
gate,
I've
right?
got the excuse.
Jack, what was the gain on it?
That's hard. I thought it was 1,920 feet, if I remember right, because it was right around just under 2,000.
And what are they starting at altitude-wise?
It's like 24 to 2,500 meters, which is about 8,000 feet. So I don't think that they have mountains that are tall enough. Like, and just looking at this profile map, you're not going to go up like 3,000 feet. And the course doesn't do that. But I would say you're probably going to touch about 9,000 for the highest.
Well, and I'm looking at these obstacles, forgetting that nothing in Spartan is failable except for the spear, which is 26.
See, no, okay. Number 10. That right there, I think, is going to give some people problems. Balance beam.
Balance
beam? We don't have
beam?
that in the
What's
US.
that?
Because we don't have it?
Yeah. Like, look what happened in Greece. Ryan Woods and Killian, they both failed that slack line at the Trifecta World Championship. I don't know if it's going to be a piece of wood.
That's a good point.
That is a failable one because there just isn't agility stuff in the U.S. races, and that truly could make I could see someone being like, "Oh my God, I just overlooked that. I thought it was so easy." And even though it's only like 15 feet to get over it, people do fail stuff like that.
No, I will agree with you. I will agree with you on that.
Yeah. So I could see that making a difference. Ape hanger is failable, especially if there's some dew on it.
Right.
People probably haven't done it for a while, honestly. I think that most people have good enough grip where it's not gonna matter as much, but I could see that back-to-back combo and Tyrolean traverse, like you're using your grip right before that. I don't know how close they are. I can't really see the numbers because of the pixelation where those are next to each other, but they're in the green section only. So if Tyrolean traverse and ape hanger are back to back, some people might have a little bit blown out grip. We'll see.
Yeah, Tyrolean, ape, balance beam, and then cargo, Z wall, plate drag, and then wall, and then all the carries are back to back. Bucket, and then barbed wire, and then sandbag, and then Atlas carry.
Yeah.
So those are all back to back. But yeah, unless like it's not the freezing cold water ape hanger from Tahoe. That was a whole nother.
Yeah, well, the weather is 70-ish for the high and then 50-ish for the low, and that's kind of what it is in Colorado, where I'm at. Similar elevation, and most of the water is in the high 40s, low 50s at this point. It hasn't had the whole summer to heat up, so if you fall in it, it might actually kind of shock you a little bit.
Yeah, we assume it's over water. We assume it's over a ape hangers over a car, like even a man-made thing, right? Like they've done before in Tahoe.
Yep. I have a feeling they probably dig a trench or something, and then you fall into that maybe 2-3 feet of water.
All right. See. So instead of going through everybody who's there, do we quickly want to talk about who's not there that like is already in the points, other than say Ida?